It's time for Talk of the Town on KTLO FM, brought to you by Gail Clark, your Mountain Home Edward Jones financial advisor on Cardinal Drive and Highway 62 East. Talk of the Town highlights upcoming events and interesting people in the Twin Lakes area. And now here's your host.
And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Sammy Raycraft, joined by our good friend Dana Scott, the library director out at the Marion County Library. How are you today, Dana?
I am dusty.
Dusty? Well, what's?
I'm dusty.
I know the pollen's coming down, but what's going on?
No, it's not pollen. It's sawdust. We've got a mess over here at the Marion County Library. Right now, our flooring is being replaced. I don't know if everybody remembers, but we had a flood in here from our plumbing back in November. So we tried to pick the best time to schedule to redo the flooring. So we've been working on this really, really hard and really, really fast, but it's still slow going. Today, the reason I am covered in sawdust is because they have been working in my office to get the flooring replaced in there, and they've had to saw into a bookshelf. So that's fun. It was an old decrepit bookshelf, so that's okay, and it was damaged during the flood. But because of that, and because the flooring itself is unlevel, and so much water damage got underneath the carpet, they're actually having to sand the flooring before, once they pull up the carpet, then they sand, then they glue, and then the next step is after the glue gets sticky, then they lay the new flooring. So it's a huge process. So we're about, I would say, halfway.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Now, do they got you? Are you cutting the boards, or are you just observing?
No,
You're just in the middle
of
it.
We're just filthy because we're walking around in it. So I've been trying to, as best that I can, put videos on our YouTube channel so that people can see the progress each day.
What is that? What's the name of your channel?
So we are the Awesome Little Library. Sorry, I don't have anything in my office that I can look at right now. I'm hiding in here so we can do this. We are the Awesome Little Library. So go ahead and check that out, or you can go to our website at marcolibrary.org, and it's got all of our links there. So you can do that, or you can check out our newsletter, again, on our website, or we can send it to you via email, and it's got all of our links there as well. So I do want to mention, since I am talking about the newsletter, I do want to mention, even though we are closed to the general public to come in here and browse, we are open for our programs. So all day Tuesday, which is tomorrow, we have gaming programs all day long, 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and even 6 o'clock. Gaming all day long. And then on Wednesdays, we have Grannies Who Game at 10. Then we have loom knitting at noon. And then the teens have been coming in after school playing Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, all that fun stuff. So we are trying to keep it open at least for those periods of time because they're not looking for books, which, by the way, are all packed up in boxes. So that's
okay.
fun.
Yes. So the regular library, we can't go in there today. How is there a timeline? Do you have a guess on how long you'll be closed for general books?
You know what? Our original thought was going to be 3 weeks. That's this week. So the end of this week would have been 3 weeks. So
wow.
Stay tuned is all I'm saying.
So it's not like getting the carpet replaced at the house where it's a day or so. This is a long process.
It's not. Because, and I do want to mention this because I don't think a lot of people are understanding this. We have to box up everything. And if you've been to our library, you know that the children's department, so that gets all boxed up. So then they do the flooring in the children's department. So then we have to put everything back in the children's department for them to work on the next step. So the next step is we box up all the things in the middle, which we had to dismantle our front desk. So we had the guys come out and do that for us. Well, then they put the flooring down. And I mentioned the process of they have to sand everything down, then they have to glue everything down, and then the flooring comes, So you're ripping up the carpet, sanding, gluing, and then you lay the new floor. So with that process, it takes days before we can even have the guys come back to put the desk back. So now that the desk is back, they're working their way into our DVD section. Well, again, we have to box everything up. So we run out of space pretty quick. So we have to do everything in sections to get them ready to come in and get all the old flooring out and put the new flooring in. So, yeah.
Well, I bet you're pretty excited for it all to be over. But
beautiful.
What's it going to be like when it's all done? What are you most excited about?
We're doing. It's going to be beautiful, is what it is, and it's going to be easy cleanup because we don't have carpeting anymore. So we've got the vinyl plank flooring, which has become
nice.
It's really nice, and it's easy to clean up, and it should be mostly, I want to say, scratch resistant. So we still want you to be careful when you're moving stuff around, but and in heavy traffic areas, we're going to have little, maybe some area rugs and things like that. But this will be so easy to clean. We've already noticed that in the library, in the part of the library that has already been completed. But so, we're moving as fast as we can, but we want it to be done right. So it is taking a little bit of time, and I feel so bad for our lovely patrons who call, and we kind of give them a heads up. It's not going to be this week. We're sure of that. So give us a call next Monday, and we'll give you a heads up on what we're doing. So we're just plugging along.
Well, for spring, once you get all this construction done and you got your fresh new face on the library, do you got any new programs or anything coming up for spring?
Well, summertime is going to bring in some amazing programs.
Okay.
We've got, so I'll mention that at least. Our spring is kind of, I don't want to say the same, but we still have, our Bite into Books. We still have our game night, and we have Grannies Who Game and loom knitting. But then in June, we're going to have Marty the Magician come back. We're going to have a kickoff party at the beginning of June. We're going to have a closing summer reading program at the end of June. We're going to have Ken come out, and he's going to have some sort of animal. Maybe it'll be reptiles. We just don't know. And then there's one more week that's a surprise. So stay tuned on all of that. But we're pretty excited about having Marty the Magician back. He does such a great job with the kids and with the adults. So, and Ken is amazing. So.
Yes, I can see why it's so important to get all this construction work done now, because it's going to be a busy summer for you guys. I hadn't been thinking about that.
Absolutely.
Yes,
that's right. And then people coming in from this is a good travel time. So once we can get through this month, we're going to have a lot of new people coming into the library because it's this time to travel to Yellville. So there you go.
Well, what's the best way people can keep checking in if they want to keep updated on whether you guys are open yet and to check out the new beautiful face?
Okay, so it's a great way to give us a call if you'd like. But if you do have access to the internet, we're going to show that on our Facebook page and on our website, and that's going to be your quickest way to find out if we're bringing new people in at this point. So if our construction is completed, you're going to know on our Facebook page and on our website. And again, that's marcolibrary.org. However, if you do want to get in touch with us, we open, and I say open, the staff is here at 9 o'clock, and our hours are still 9 to 5:30. So we are still accepting calls, but it's a little harder to reach us with all of this going on. But our number is 870-449-6015.
Perfect. Dana, anything else you want to go over before we close out the show for today?
Yeah, no. I'm just laughing because I'm just looking around going, everything's covered. I can't even think straight. So.
Well, I think next month when we visit with you, you'll be giving us a report on the beautiful new library over there. I'm excited for you guys.
I'm so excited, yes. And again, stay tuned by looking at that our YouTube channel, because those videos are up there, and we're also posting them on Facebook. So if you want to see what it's looking like in here, check out our videos that we post every once in a while.
Dana, it's always great to visit with you. Thanks for taking a few minutes out of the chaos over there to report back to us. We'll check in with you next month, okay?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you bearing with us in this time.
Okay, thank you.
You've been listening to Talk of the Town, brought to you by Gail Clark, your Mountain Home Edward Jones financial advisor on Cardinal and Highway 62 East. To learn how she can help you reach your financial goals, stop by or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.